Ladies and gentlemen, now today we're back to check out the Relics Reborn event and open the most exciting crystals of all time, Relic crystals, which I know so many people are really hyped for. They're super fun, but all of these are going to be new relics, so should be a bit of an interesting time. And I wanted to show you my strategy for getting through this event because I was looking at the point distribution and calculation. Now, there were a couple that are basically the free ones that you want to farm, right? You've got the solo objectives, so you can get 150 via those. And if you have any backlogged resources, you can rank up 5-star and 6-star relics to get some points. However, what we're aiming for in terms of the milestones is two things. We want to get up to, I believe it is 1,600 points, so we can get this rebirth token here, alongside a guaranteed 6-star relic from the milestones. And again, to do this, you need a little bit of alliance participation, but I got some blubbery boys, man, and I think they're going to be, diving into this very shortly. But even if they aren't, it doesn't appear like there's kind of a minimum floor for ranked reward cutoff. So I would imagine pretty much every alliance in the game is going to be entered into this. So I want to secure us, hopefully, in the top 10% of alliances and get everybody the 7-star relic crystal and also the additional token. There's also a stack of 8 Valiant relic crystals as well as just like tons of additional things. So I think, to be honest, a lot of the value of doing this is in the ranked rewards for my entire alliance. So I'm going to try and, hopefully via this, get us some good points. Now, I was looking at the breakdown of everything else, right? And there's kind of really like 3 crystals I'm looking at. I'm looking at the 5-star StatCast one. I'm looking at the Thronebreaker, and I'm looking at the Valiant. And the 5-star one, you get 20 points per one you open. If you go up to Thronebreaker, it's 25, and if you go up to Valiant, it's 30. So the difference between the 5-star basic one and the Valiant one is 10 points per crystal. Now, if we have a look at the shop pricing of these, it's a pretty crazy difference. So if we just want to buy the 5-star ones, they're 40 units a pop. If we want to go up to Thronebreaker and get 25 points, it's 100 units a pop. And if we go up to Valiant, it's 120. So if I'm spending, 60 more units per crystal here, I'm looking at the drop rate on this dude. It's 91% 5-star. So most of the time, I'm just going to be paying 60 additional units for absolutely nothing, like just over 9 out of 10 times. That's going to feel really, really bad. So I think the Thronebreaker ones are a complete waste, not even worth considering there. Valiant, I actually did buy one of these late last night, and I gotta say, like, again, the drop rate, it's like 4 out of 5 that you buy for like 3 times the cost, and you're not getting any sort of bonus on the points. This is like not a great gamble. And to kind of put this in perspective as well, if you're like looking at the cash offers here, I'm looking at like this $100 offer, and it's like 30 Valiant crystals, right? If I get 30 crystals and they got a 3% drop rate, I am lucky if I see one 7-star relic appear out of that for $100. And just doing this method, I believe, if myself and a couple more people from the Alliance do it, we can guarantee everybody in the Alliance gets a 7-star relic and a great package of other things. So yeah, it just seems to me like it's not really worth it on anything else aside from going for the basics. And again, this is quite a short-term thing, but I would imagine that a lot of people are in this scenario as well, where they just need a lot of relics for a lot of different characters. And I believe that is what these new crystals are going to provide. So to give a bit of a breakdown, because I did this in Excel as well, let's see if we can reflect this here. I believe with the objectives, so you got 3 lots of 50 points. This isn't including, and this assumes that you do not have, the resources required to rank up 5 and 6-star relics, because again, you can save additional units there from opening some of these 5-star relic crystals. So yeah, just bear that in mind as well. But there's also, as you go up in the milestones, Thronebreaker relic crystals that we can get 10 of these on the way to 1,600 points. So that covers about 250 or so there. So yeah, I think if you play this event cleverly and you're kind of, the player profile that has maybe quite a bit of leftover units from a sale, I think this is not going to turn out too bad for what we want and the end haul of all of the things, and it's going to help out everybody in the alliance as well, which is a big pro. So yeah, that is my my copium, my justification here, and we're going to see if this actually works, right? Because I believe it should. But let's load up the first stack of 10, and then I believe we want to go into the shard crystals here. I'm just going to pop open 10 of these, and let's have a little bit of a look. So we got the Magneto one. This is actually a duplicate with a prowess. It's like, you can't really see the icon underneath. I think you got to guess it's like physical resistance. This one's like crit damage prowess. The Prowler ones are really, really nice. Magneto one's really nice as well, to be honest. Hulkling one's pretty sick. That's actually really, really nice. The others, a lot more defensive relics there. But yeah, we got some bangers, man. I think some of those are pretty good. And out of the first stack of 10, we only got one duplicate as well. So that is 9 new relics on the roster for about 400 units there. I think, well, technically a little bit under 360, because I think with the patch yesterday, we got that for free. At least one for free anyway. So yeah, just to double confirm as well, here if we look now, this has taken us up to 200 points. So we feel now very confident that we're actually going to get points for doing this, which I was a little bit worried about might not work for some, abstract command reason. So I think I'm going to go, let's go 50. So again, this is going to burn your units quite a bit. This gets us up to 50 total. So it's an additional stack of 40. And then we should be able to go back and claim some milestones after this. So let's smash open on this one. And we are hoping just to see a lot of new relics. So the second stack, 9 new. At this point, I've got 80 new relics with only 1 duplicate. So that's pretty good, Again, for what I need relics for is I just need to put them on characters, dude. All of these quests that are coming out are just, so requiring of that. And then on this one, we're now up to 15 new. So out of that stack, we got 6 new relics, which is pretty nice. And let's, I guess, just go again. So it was 9 new, 6 new. Pretty good. And let's, so 24 new relics. Oh, okay, we got 8 new ones on that because we've gone from 15 to 23. So that is really nice. There are so many of these to collect as well. So I think this, potentially, depending on your unit balance and what you want to save them up for, can be really good. We're at 29 new. So with 9 initially, that is 38 new relics now. Tons of ISO. And a few duplicates knocking about as well. So we'll certainly take that. Now if we go back to the event, I believe the milestones should have updated. Sometimes they take a little while. So yeah, we've only got, as of right now, the earliest ones we can claim. I think if we want to do this like somewhat thrifty as well, again, I'm kind of looking to maximize the rank ups that I have access to. But yeah, just to show you overall in like the participation here, I'm now number 3 in my alliance. I've got 1,000 points, so that feels pretty good. And again, if I had brought the $100 bundle and just gone for Valiant ones, I think I'm just at 900 points. So just spending a bit of units there has put me significantly far ahead in terms of what I need for this event. I'm probably at some point going to need to do another stack of 10. But yeah, you can be like, what is it? Very min-maxy when it comes to like slowly pushing this up with the points that you may need. And this is 3 Thronebreaker crystals, dude. We got nothing, dude. The Thronebreaker, the Valiant ones, I think, unless you're like big whaling and just gambling on like, okay, I immediately need that prestige, I immediately need the bonus from it, then yeah, just getting kind of the core functionality. I do have 1 Valiant crystal to open here, so we're gonna spin this one out and hope that it lands on anything that is not a 5-star relic. But I really think with the odds of like the top 2, it just is worth for anybody that does want to participate in this event. And I appreciate if people don't Look at that. We just got a 120 units for a 5-star Colossus. Again, the 40 unit ones, they get the job done, and I think they represent that point of value that just feels a lot better in comparison to doing that. So yeah, I think we'll go for maybe one more stack of 5, I think. And then I can do like some 5- and 6-star relic rank ups, kind of cover the rest, finish off the objectives, wait for my alliance to, you know, catch up a little bit as well. And then we should be in a pretty good spot when it comes to, you know, hitting that 1.6k. So yeah, let's chuck open these 5 and let's see what we get. So we have 2 new ones. So we've got the Prowler and also the Destroyer as well, and 3 duplicates. So this is pretty amazing, dude. I think we got like, I think it was like 40 relics, like maybe a little bit over that with the ones that we opened individually. So now if we have a look at the relic archive here, oh, look at that. That is a lot of relics, man. That is looking really, really good. We got 3 different Hulkling ones, which is really nice. 4 Magneto ones, 4 Prowler ones. I think we're still missing a couple on Prowler. We really didn't get that many Bullseye relics. It's actually crazy, like, how many crystals we opened today, and how many we still missed as well. There's a lot of additional characters to get. So yeah, even if you're going in for this strategy, you want to be a bit impatient and you know, get some more relic focused value here. Yeah, still doesn't cover the full mile. There's a lot of additional things to get. Bit sad we didn't get more Bullseye relics though, but I'm happy with some of the ones that we did get. We did get a lot of Colossus relics, very defensive focused relic there. And we can also check out on some of them the Awakened ability. Oh, actually, yeah, we do have like this Hulkling one Awakened. This one's actually really good. So this, we can see the Awakened ability is increasing the bonuses by 1.7%. So that's not like a crazy amount, to be fair. And this is just like a bit of armor penetration, a bit of crit damage, but this is still like a really nice relic, especially for that crit damage rating. So yeah, that is a chunky little bonus there. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts on this this relic event and how you're personally gonna navigate it. I also don't blame anybody that's like, oh, I don't really care about relics. They'll come around at some point and I'll get them. But I do think for a lot of players that have a bit of a stretched endgame roster at the moment, and you just feel like you've got to micromanage your relics quite a bit and move them around between characters, you know, constantly as you're doing new challenges. I think this is actually a really, really good event to get a lot of relics, a lot of immediate value without like destroying too many of your units. Again, it's going to be a bit chunky, probably take away like close to a couple of thousand depending on how efficiently you're farming this. But yeah, I think for the alliances that do want to do it and make the most of it, again, the primary value is in the token, because this is going toward a 7-star version of Cull Obsidian or Anti-Venom. And also, again, I do want to highlight, I think the ranked rewards, if your alliance is pulling together that top 10%, is really nice. You know, having the 7-star relic, all those Valiant crystals, you've got the 1 to 2 gem. You have a lot of really, really good things here. So yeah, I think it's somewhat worth it, depending on whether or not your alliance is kind of at that point where everybody wants a couple more relics or not. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you enjoyed this video today, and if you did, please do smash that like button. That'd be greatly appreciated. Aside from that, thank you very much for watching, take care, and I hope that you have an absolutely fantastic day.